Was it always easy to have that outlook around problems in life? Because sometimes we let the problems define us. Did you always have this outlook around your problems?
I might say I've always did, but it became worse when I just gained independency. Yes, I've always been this person ongafuni ukufana ney'nkinga zakhe.
Hmm.
Growing up, I was umntwana. The reason there are many reasons why people love to ask me why don't you use your real name, which is Sipho Sotando. I I don't wanna say I have hatred towards my parents, but I wanna say I don't think I really was their gift of love because they abandoned me. I'm one person who doesn't know abazali bakhe. They are biological, umama no baba,
Both of them?
both of them.
Sure.
And they abandoned me when I was 6 weeks. So I don't know anything about them. So when I got the name Usipho Sotando and Senkulile, I was like, was I really their gift of love if
Sure.
they were able ukuthi bangilahle? Yeah.
So they named you,
Sipho
but then
Sotando.
6 weeks later, obviously, they chose to abandon you.
Yes, both of them.
Do you understand the story behind the
I
abandoning?
do understand the story
Sit in.
behind. Um I had assumptions kodwa ngiyasazi a story because I grew up a very curious child. I remember ekhaya engikhulele kuyo when they do things. I grew up in a very cultural and traditional home, and I've always had this thing yokuthi angizithandi lezo zinto ngikhula vele, but I've never came across umuntu ozongitshela ukuthi lezi zinto azikho right. I don't say it's bad. However, ngikhula I remember I'd ask them ukuthi if njoba sihlaba, what will happen njoba sihlaba? Iy'nkinga zizophela mabe silale singadlanga mhlampe bese ngiyambuza ukuthi sizolala sidlile na njengoba uhlaba usebenzisa imali yokugcina ukuze wenzele lo muntu umsebenzi. And then they'll be like, uthe simenzele, and I'll be like, uhambe azi kahle la ekhaya ukuthi akukho khona. And now ubuya njengoba abuya kuwe athi ufuna inkomo, which is waze uhambe engenayo naleyo nkomo engaloboliwe. So I was always that child onjalo. So going back to indaba yabazali bami, I went after I found out ukuthi I'm a foster child due to treatment ebengiyithola kulelo khaya because bengazi ukuthi mina angizalwa yilo mama ongikhulisile. After I found out ukuthi I was a foster child, I went to a foster home or a civic well, a prospect child welfare, and then ngacela ifile lam. I was like, now I'm old enough. I think I was on 11.
Sure.
I was like, can I have my file? What? Then they said, how do you know your file? I was like, I think it's time I know everything. Then I opened my file and I remember ngaphuma nencwadi ebhalwe i-social worker enganikwa lona when I was 6 weeks. Elishoyo i-social worker ukuthi umama is giving me away because ubaba has threatened to kill umama. So I don't say I hate my dad. I don't say I hate my mom, but I'm good without knowing, without trying ukuthi ngibafune because I'm old enough now, and luckily enough is that I know i-address kamama. But my mom ongikhulisa manje will always say to me, do you really don't think ukuthi it's very important for you to find your mom? And because I've always been this child who's Christian grounded and be like, no Jesu bambethela, and you never went back there to ask ukuthi why betela. Instead, after bambethela, he rose more than ever. So I think this situation is my upbringing, is my growth, is the upcoming proxy because I wasn't gonna be uproxy lo ongoing the author of 3 books. I wasn't gonna be uproxy who has 3 organizations and 1 company. I wasn't gonna be uproxy lo ongoing if I've lived under isimo esasi comfortable.
Yeah, yeah.
So my pain is my identity, and my
Sure,
identity is what I am right now.
Tell me more about growing up with parents who are not biologically yours. Because uthe wena there was a point where wazizwe ngathi angiyena wala ekhaya ngendlela engiphethwe ngayo. What is that experience for you? What's happening that makes you feel like I do not belong?
Okay, so what happened is bengikhula kamnandi, ngikhuliswe umama. I've never had ubaba empilweni yami nje ngikhula. Ngakhuliswa umama, then wangikhulisa sahlala eBoksburg, and then we went to Pretoria, and then we relocated to Pretoria, and then sakhula kamnandi Pretoria, and then there was a season whereby a biological daughter who's 38 years older than me. I think she's around 50 or 40 this year. And then she was like, mama ngicela uzohlala nani. The ukuza kwakhe changed everything. I would say she also has a hatred towards her mother ukuthi umama wakhe uyakwazi ukukhulisa intandane angakwazi ukumkhulisa yena angakwazi ukumkhulisa yena because I remember the first time whereby ngabona ukuthi nangempela angizwala ekhaya is whereby sisePitori and then umuzi kasisi wami eThekwini washa and then they moved with us permanently. Sahlala ePitori and then umama wathi no, we have to go back to Boksburg. However, mina ngasala ngenxa yesikole. And then a month after, then we came sahlala sonke njengomndeni eBoksburg, which is indlu enkulu. Obviously, it will be suitable for all of us. I think it was usisi wami omdala and her biological daughter, which is around 30 years. So umamam ugogo kumuntu ongangizala mina, what I'm trying to say. So after that, usihleli lapho, I grew up in a very environment ukuthi kuyaphuzwa. So bebeyaphuza and then kwaqala kukhulunywa ongezwa bengisekamereni ngezwa like kuliwa mangifika vele umzukulu ushaya umama umuntu othi gogo ushaya ugogo wakhe umuntu othi gogo ushaya ugogo wakhe and then mangibuza and then they were like futhi sifuna nawe sifuthi ngoba uyintandane and like la ngikhulele khona they are related nama-colours so abantu who are light skinned so they will be like sifuna wena ngoba umnyama futhi uyintandane yabo and uyintandane then mabathuka umama they'll always say nalentandane yakho nalentandane yakho and then I was like ayibo ngintandane kanjani and then I was so in denial to accept that angisuka laphaya even though my mind tried to convince me ukuthi no wena you don't belong here but I was like no, this is my home. And then up until yashiwa ingane kasisi wami lo umzukulu kamama and was like asikufundisele kha wena uyintandane and mind you lo mzukulu loyo was 2 years younger than me. So that's where I got it closer. Ukuthi mayaziwa na ingane. I just need, I think, to accept it and live by it. And I think, I remember it was a Saturday. Mangabe kwenzeka lokho. Then on Sunday, ngavuka ngaye esontweni, ngangikhonza Universal. And then ngavuka ngaye esontweni. And then on Monday, ngathi endlini ngesikoleni. Ngagqoka nje uniform kodwa ngaphuma. Ngihamba ngenyawo ngaye Boksburg, to Boksburg Child Welfare to ask about everything that has
with your file and everything. So around this time, you're 11. I think one of the biggest things in your heart is around finding your parents, right? But with the foster family that you have, lo mama, lo mazio, what is your relationship with your gender identity? Have you started going through the process then? Does the family know? Or even as a person now, you still didn't have an understanding?
I did have an understanding. I knew who I was. I knew my gender identity when I was in grade 3. It very iyenze nje ngendlela snacks nje kodwa I knew and then ukwazi kwami bese bazibona. They've never made me in everything that I've done in my life. I always tell abantu ukuthi one thing that they never did to me was to make me feel like I'm living a sinful life or I'm living impilo engafani impilo yabo bonke abantu because ukhula babengiqhina nokungiqhina. I think bekuyenga towards their mother or their grandmother ukuthi akawakhulisanga bona ukhulisa abantwana bangaphandle but nje ukungiluka bebengiluka bengifaka igate bebengidweba amashiya bebengenza nje yonke into so I knew who I was during that time.
Yeah. I mean, if you don't mind sharing, in grade 3 what happened that
okay, so I had a friend I had a friend and then this friend of mine was Umthokozisi. Umthokozisi, yeah. And then Umthokozisi was straight acting. And then mina nje ngikhuleka ngintalo ukuthi there's this person there's people who say angizange ngiphume closet and I was never in the closet ngakhula nje ngiyibona lo muntu enguye and ngikhula nginjengoba nginjalo so ngangilengane njalo because ukhula kwami and then bekeze Umthokozisi mayfika and then we'll be like yo uyangichaza my childhood name was Upombo. And then they'll say, I uyangichaza because I remember I'll take a bread at Clopenet and then ngifake emadlebeni wami and then bese ngithi ngifaka amacici ngifaka amaduku and everything and azongibuza ukuthi why you act kanje because wena umfana ngithi angisumfana mina angisumfana athi mara nami ngiyafuna ukwenza njengawe kodwa mina ngiyasaba kodwa into engifuna uba yiyo leyo. And then I remember the other day ngaba like ufuna ufana nami ngathi wathi yeah ngathi okay let's go saya ehlathini khona ehlathini kulahla khona ingubo. I had a very funny childhood. Quite ehlathini kulahla ingubo and then I went there and I ngangithatha ingubo amakwayikwayi in and then ngamgqokisa and that day umakhelwane wethu was shy ashela ukuthi nabafana but nizenza amantombazane.
Basically a homophobic attack.
Yo, he was shy.
Yeah.
Yeah. He even called our parents. Then was shy. So ngikhumbula kahle sasifaka amabhaluni nje senze amabele. Sifaka ama-weave namakwayikwayi. Wasishaya, wasikhumula ama-weave, wasidabulela impahla sasigqokile. Sahamba nje ngama-under asishaya. But from that day, I would say it was a revelation ukuthi kufanele siphile singakhona because from that day, he never hid himself again. Saphila nje enesaba bangane and the bond grew stronger even today.
Yes.
To the point of whereby sasimbona masimbona sasigqoka kakhulu ke manje. I don't think we're doing it out of disrespect, but we're doing it to you need to accept us. This is us. Yeah.
It was a statement.
Yeah.
It was a protest against how dare you take my identity away from me because this is who God made me to be. Throughout high school, are you already living life as a transgender woman?
Throughout high school, no, I always knew that I was this person, but in high school, let me just go deep into details. After I knew Wuti, I was in the political family of the Kuzo family, and then I started being invited to events. And when I was invited to events, I was mentored by Tulima Shazi. After being invited to events, and then I started living authentically. And then those events were Christian empowerment events, of whereby I would have to minister the gospel. So ngangoga nje formal, not ngangoga unisexual. But it happened when I started embracing who I was, and then I started losing my invites. And then Mangloza my invites, I remember I was invited to a Centurion. It was an all-night prayer. And then I told my story. Even now, as I preach the word of God, I'm queer. And I do believe that my identity does not always have to collide with my faith. So as a queer Christian, I stand here and I say, we deserve to praise God. And then Beklele Fundisi in front as usual. And then the other woman came to me and said, and then after she took my number, after the event, she continued calling me, asking me and everything. That person will become my present mother. To my surprise, that woman is a pastor, and she has lost most of abangani bakhe in the ministry because of me. She's a community leader and she has
she loved you.
Yeah, she loves me. And she told me even now, she said, go there, be proud of who you are. And remember, even though people come to me and say you are possessed, I'd rather go to hell with you and I'm stuck with you. You are my child.
Come on.
So that woman taught me, I've always had this thing, I'm queer and I'm Christian. But as soon as he gave me, it's like he written a permission I have to go there and embrace who I am in the pulpits inside because the moment I started shifting away from my identity, I also shifted from God.